Welcome back. Now, it's time for some entertainment talk, and I have a leading Nollywood actor in the house, Joseph Benjamin.
Hey, Buka.
How you doing?
I'm
Have
good,
you ever
man.
heard the saying, never trust a man with two first names?
Well, I choose to remain quiet on that.
Let's just start with something very basic. Most people don't even know where you're from.
Yeah, the truth, I've gotten a lot, a lot
Some
of
think you're
offers.
Igbo, I've heard Yoruba, I've heard all sorts.
You're still close. I've even heard Ghana,
Yeah.
and so at a point I heard Liberia or something. I say, oh, okay, fine. Why do people have that assumption? And,
Yeah.
I'm from Kogi State.
Kogi State. Wow.
Yeah, I'm from Manka local government area. Yeah, of course. And my mother is from the east, which actually informed the ability to converse, and interact in Igbo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you speak your Akba language? Is that Igala?
Yeah, Igala. It's Igala. Ebuka, let's leave that.
Okay, let's go down to your career and everything. You have been in Nollywood for a bit now, and you have become the new sort of lover boy. The leading guy. Every lady. You basically started with every leading lady in Nollywood, haven't you?
As a matter of fact, yes, I guess so.
How's that been? It seems like a huge responsibility.
Well, it depends in what context you mean, because if it's as regards the profession, most of these women are, they're masters in their field. They basically are sitting very comfortable, as regards what they churn out there and all, So for me, it's been a good balance, being able to have them bring their own energy, and of course, me come from my own point of view, then we're in sync and all of that. Yeah, so if it's from that context, it's been quite demanding, but of course, you have to be on top of your game.
Who's been your favorite leading lady to star across with?
So far. That's a very tricky question because, they've all been amazing, honestly.
There has to be one. Come on.
I don't know. It's a tricky question. I don't know. So far, they've been amazing.
Are you featuring all the on-screen kisses you've had? Let's move on now to reality. And still talking about ladies now, let's talk about you and your wife and the marriage and all of the stories around that.
You bring that up.
We've heard so many stories and so many things, and it's just nice to hear it from you so that we clear all of this off, You're separated, I hear. Are you divorced now?
No, working on it.
Okay. What's informed all of this and the marriage itself? We heard so many stories. Okay, there was violence, there was infidelity. I don't know whatever caused it, but what informed the separation and why is it irreparable?
Well, a lot was misconstrued,
Okay.
which I will not hold anyone, responsible for it because everyone is entitled to their opinions. For me, I believe, when you embark on a journey like that, it is something that requires both parties, it requires the two people involved to have a certain form of understanding, Let me go a bit spiritual here with you, because the Bible says that can two work if they do not agree, So there should be some form of, agreement. You guys should have this certain joint that kind of like, links you up together and stuff. And if to an extent, that is it's not there and one feels that there's a need for you to maybe, let's just move on. Let's just leave this. Let's just be a bit, let's be mature about this, let things go in a very, very calm and subtle manner, and let's move on and let it go. So that's basically, I would say that, and this is all in a bid to make sure I'm being very, very particular about what I say, because that is how it was misconstrued, I'm being very, very particular about what I say. So for me, that's what informed the decision, and I would say, because I'm on national television, I would say there was no form of violence, there was no record of infidelity. She's an amazing person. I give her that credit. I'll always say that. I'm not one who will talk down any human being. But I just had to move.
How much of it had to do with the fact that you had become this huge star? Because I know you did get married before. You attained this sort of status.
Yes.
How much of it was informed by that?
None of it. None of it, that's what a lot of people have assumed. None of it. It's just me as a person, because whenever I try to make a decision that concerns my life, I always take away status. I look at myself as a plain human being, and the factor I bring in is, how do I react, because take away all of this, take this away, I'm still who I am, so none of that, my present status, the stardom and whatever it is I've attained had nothing to do with this. Absolutely nothing.
Are you dating anyone now?
No, Ibuka.
Are you happy?
I dare say yes, I am. I'm happy, It's because life is about fulfillment, joy. When you find that place of peace, when you find that place, you want to hold on to it, I'm very happy. I'm focused on work. I'm really, I'm so devoted to that, and I'm making sure I provide a very good life for my children, because I love them.
How are they doing? I was going to come to that.
Brilliant.
With all of this happening with your wife, how are they doing?
They're brilliant. My kids are amazing. I have a 12-year-old daughter who is amazingly on top of her game. My son who is 9. They're brilliant. They're
Are they
good.
with you or with your mother?
They're with their mom. So we have an arrangement. Yeah. But the most important thing is let them have a balanced life. That is what I'm more particular about, and this is actually the first time I would speak about this, in the open like this, apart from the interview I granted, I think 2 years ago, that brought about all of this, so the first time because I felt like I don't have any need to do that, because this is my private life, at least I deserve a certain level of privacy and stuff, but hey, as you have let it out there, let's just, put it all once and for all.
Do you think remarriage is in the cards for you?
Ebuka, for me, work is all I am focused on right now. Work is, I'm all
breaking
about
some hearts out there.
I'm so sorry, but hey, I'm not in a hurry to do anything. Work is work, and just my work and God. That's just all I'm about right now, And hey, I'm not putting anything out there.
Since you mentioned work, let's talk a bit about work now. I did see something on Twitter a couple of weeks ago when the Oscars held, when Prt1 won the Best Supporting Actress Oscar. It was from a Kenyan DJ, I can't remember his name now, and he said something along the lines of the fact that no Nollywood actor could ever win an Oscar. There was a picture he put up from a scene in a movie, and something along those lines. My question is about quality now. How do you think we're doing in terms of quality of actors and quality of work? Because even with the awards now these days, the AMVCs, the AMAs, the Ghanaians and Kenyans are becoming a little too strong for us to handle. What's going on?
There has to be some form of unison. That's the first thing we need in our system, because everyone is about putting a face for themselves, giving some form of recognition to what they represent, forgetting the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is, let it be a coalition of movie makers, filmmakers. Let us sell our idea, let us sell our brand, which is Nigeria. Nollywood based on research, is the greatest pioneer of the African culture, and our actors are renowned. It's a big system we have here. So let's set aside personal interests, let's set aside our personal goals and say, okay, fine, let us work towards making sure that we fly the flag of this industry. So that way we have a stronger arm to fight. That way we have a stronger arm to bring something fresh to the table, as opposed to, hey, let it be said that, okay, I'm the greatest filmmaker in Nigeria. No, it's not about that. Because if you see these other guys, these Africans, they're about giving strength to their system, to the society that they belong to. And I still want to give credit to a lot of our filmmakers who are doing very good stuff right now. They're beginning to churn out quality products, and professionalism is coming to play and all, but there's still a lot more. Let us be unified. We work stronger that way, and there seems
to be some undertone in what you're saying. Are there divisions?
No, I will hear rumors. Yes, but I'm being very, I'm being very careful here. Yeah. I'm not talking in that context. As regards unison, I'm talking about people working together for a greater good, you understand? And that is, let us strengthen Nollywood. we have very great filmmakers here. Why don't they just come together and say, okay, do you know what? The point here now is we have a system that is functioning. To an extent, a lot of people feel that we're not unified, our ideals are totally different and all of that. You know, why don't we come together and strengthen this system? Set aside your own personal benefits and goals and let ego, just throw ego out of the window. You could be young, you could be a young filmmaker, and an older filmmaker feels insulted by the fact that you feel this is your everything right now. Hey, set that aside, you know, but at least respect should be brought to the table. Let us strengthen the system. We have an amazing industry here. You know, truly, it gladdens my heart a lot of times when I travel, you know, and I see the kind of love I get from people in the diaspora, you know, not just Nigerians. You know, so why don't we, you know, work hard on that and strengthen it?
Yeah.